How to escape every enemy in Lethal Company. First off, outside enemies. For a singular baboon hawk, you just need to go in the other direction. However, if there's multiple, then you need to run in the other direction. Make sure to drop all your stuff as you run away, otherwise the giant will catch up to you. You mainly just need to juke the giant around a tree and run back to the ship. You can also break line of sight by running behind a pumpkin if there's one near. Although the strength of a giant is its sight, you can just hide behind a tree to not be spotted. For dogs, you can actually talk or run for a little bit before they start jumping, and they will jump back and forth if they hear a noise, which you can also use to keep them in an area for longer. Once you hear the noise of a worm, drop all your items and start running in a straight line to either the ship or a ladder, as they have safe zones around them that prevent the worm from getting to you. Tulip shakes are pretty easy because you just have to move to one side and they will zoom straight past you. Bees are pretty easy, as you just have to get far enough away from the hive that they go back to it. But if they've lost their hive, then you either want to go into the facility or run over hills to try and break line of sight. It's decently hard to get away from mechs without a jetpack, which if you don't have, your best bet is to loop them around the hangars on Artifice or run back to the ship. Masks are annoying to get away from because they can go in and out doors, so the best way to escape them is to leave the building and go through a fire exit. The Jester isn't hard to get away from unless you forgot the way out of the building, but if you can't get out, then you should find a small bookshelf and stand on it on the mansion layout, and up here on the staircase on the facility layout. For the Ghost Girl, you can either get on top of a bookshelf like for the Jester, or on top of the red cabinet in the ship. For the Nutcracker, break line of sight then run a decent way away because it'll wander around for a couple seconds before returning to the scanning phase. Since the butler is much quicker than you, either find a teammate or close a door behind you and turn a corner. Then for the butler bees, you want to do the same thing. Like all enemies, the bees will check the place they last saw you, so when I peeked the corner here I should have gone through the next doorway to get away. So you can see here, just going behind the bookshelf around one corner was enough to get away. Then for the rest of the enemies, like the Bracken, Gorehead, Hoarding Bug, and Blob, you want to shut the door behind you and turn as many corners as you can. Then for the Spider, Snare Flea, and Spore Lizard, if you just run away, then they will stop following you, kind of like the Circuit Bees.